Anger. Let's talk about anger, because if they get stuck there, how are you going to help them? You got to understand it, for one thing. And basically, the formula for anger is fear, hurt, and frustration. At its core, that's what anger is. Anytime you've been really angry, if you get honest with yourself and you analyze that, anything outside of just the superficial, you'll find that these elements are usually there. The hurt thing's easy to see. If you say something or do something to hurt my feelings, I'm going to know it. If somebody said something right now to hurt my feelings, I would know my feelings are hurt. But I'm not likely to say, I'm kind of a sensitive guy and I'd appreciate if you wouldn't talk to me that way, because I kind of react sometimes to the words that people use because I'm a little insecure and I'm standing up in front of all these people, so I'd really appreciate it if you wouldn't talk to me that way. Well, I don't talk like that any more than anybody else. I'm more likely to hit you back with something angry or sarcastic, because that's how I do it. That's how I roll, as they say. It was like everybody else. You say something to hurt me, I'm going to hurt you back. And that's a very common thing in relationships. That's what we do. Very common. So it's not hard to see the hurt. What's not so easy is to see the fear thing. And that's like fear of failure, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection. Those types of fears. Those fears that we all have, that we all bring to the table. But for some, it's worse than it is for others. For different reasons. That fear button will get pushed a lot in a divorce, a whole lot. So you put the fear together with the hurt. It hurts for somebody not to like you anymore that you've been married to, and there's a certain level of rejection, as we've talked about, and a certain level of feeling like you're a failure. So you kind of combine that with the hurt, and I don't know anything that's much more frustrating than a divorce. So you put all of it together, and what do you get? You get anger, a lot of it, a whole lot of it. And your kids will show you the same stuff if you pay attention. You see a lot of anger from your child, those are the things you should be looking for. Frustration tends to drive the bus. Frustration tends to dictate behavior. In other words, I might experience some fear and some hurt and not really behave in an inappropriate way. I may feel some stuff, but I may not say anything or I may not do anything. But you throw some frustration into the mix, and I'm probably going to have some behavior that's going to come about in some way, shape, or form.